Hey guys, what's up? Have RPGs influenced your life? Have RPGs affected somehow our lives? How have these amazing video games, amazing journeys that we delve deep into when we play an RPG have affected our lives? And I'm not talking about the gaming habit, how playing video games or the action of just playing video games has affected your life. No, I mean how these stories in RPGs, how have these gameplay mechanics influenced our lives on a personal level. I mean our relationships, our ability to overcome certain trials, certain obstacles in life. That is the question that I came up with today, and I asked myself and I said, wow, RPGs have actually made a very positive impact in my life. But anyway, in my case, well, I am a guy who, I'm 33 years old. I was born where phones didn't quite exist before. So when I was little, I used to get toys, most of the time toys, just action figures to play with my sister or by myself to create these stories on my own and play with all of them. Yep, I was that kind of kid. But I also every once in a while got video games, NES video games, Super Nintendo video games. So I grew up with both video games and toys. Kids nowadays, when they're 6 years old, their Christmas gifts are phones, and they spend the time with their phones. And well, most people nowadays prefer to spend time with a phone instead with a real person. I mean, you see them on the street, you see them in restaurants, and you see them talking to somebody else, but they're like this, right? Yep, all the time. Or they're like this, pretending to listen to you. I find that very sad. I find the fact that technology nowadays is like interfering deeply on a negative impact with relationships. But that's just my opinion. I mean, it's not that it's right or wrong, it's just human evolution, and we gotta deal with that. That's the whole point of life. But anyway, I don't have to like it. I don't like that. I don't like that people prefer technology over human relationships. So, how have RPGs affected a guy like me who didn't grow up that way? Who nowadays still craves for human relationships, to have friends, and to spend time with people, with human beings, and not with video games or just phones. I mean, don't take me wrong, I do play a lot of video games. But anyway, how has this affected my life? First of all, it has affected in a very positive impact. Playing RPGs has given me something to do with my life. I mean, just the fact that I started playing video games when I was very little, and then RPG after RPG after RPG when I was like 20 years old until today, gave me a job. That's right. I mean, RPGs have given me a job. Well, that and YouTube and videos and social media and blah blah blah. So in the end, whether I like it or not, I am not the kind of guy who spends the entire day with the phone or with the laptop, with the computer, but at the same time I am, because I depend on it. That's not the point. That's beside the point, but it goes hand by hand. The thing is that RPGs have affected my life in a positive way, because this is what I do for a living now. They gave me something to talk about. They influence my life. They influence my writing, because what I do for a living nowadays, it's not only this YouTube channel or the other new YouTube channel, is also my writing, me writing books, publishing books, and RPGs, especially the stories, have influenced my writing. Since I was very little, as a matter of fact, like 15 years old. So, yeah. But how have RPGs influenced my life on a personal level? You know, like is playing RPGs helping me to get ideas in my mind on how to overcome certain obstacles in real life, or how to treat other human beings, or how to be a good friend, or a good boyfriend, or a good son? I will say yes. I will say yes. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, or just 20 years old and below, I was different from what I am today. I was very rebellious. What most teenagers are rebellious. I had my phase too. But what I mean to say is that I didn't know certain things about life itself, or I didn't know how to do this or do that or behave in these situations or overcome these certain trials until I started playing RPGs. For example, strategy RPGs, just playing a bunch of them and a lot of them, and over the past 13 years or so, has helped me devise my own strategies in life on how to overcome certain trials, certain obstacles in my personal life. Now, how to think differently, how to have different perspectives all the time, how to always have a plan A, B, C, D, and etc. That's what happened. That's what happened. I don't know, for example, take Fire Emblem and the triangle system that they use, that sword beats axe, axe beats lance, lance beats sword. It's a random example, but just strategizing on that triangle, if I convert that to life, has helped me into human relationships. How certain things, how certain personalities can beat others, and then those other personalities can beat others, and it becomes a triangle. So this has helped me playing RPGs, turn-based action RPGs as well. Action RPGs have taught me to be more skillful. I mean, more quick thinking. Make quick decisions, quick intelligent decisions, and just overall have different reflexes, and that translates also in real life. But in human relationships, what I wanted to get at, it was the fact that most JRPGs are always encouraging the power of friendship and all that jazz, the camaraderie. And well, we make jokes about that, it's a stereotype, it's a cliche, but the truth is that maybe in real life we should try to be more like that. I mean, of course, we could never properly emulate a video game in real life. I mean, they're video games. Video games are the product, the stories of RPGs are the product of one or two or three, or maybe a bunch of writers. There are human beings, not perfect, each with their own perspective on life, with their own opinion, their own experiences. So that's what we're seeing in an RPG. So obviously we see all these characters that get along so good, like the Persona series, for example, that they overcome their fears, they overcome their personal troubles, their prejudices, their differences. And that rarely happens in real life, because these prejudices, these fears, these negative aspects that are related to our past are always haunting us until the day we die, and they will be a problem until the day we die. And we don't see that in RPGs. But if we can take something positive out of that mentality, is precisely that: how to be a better friend, how to be more tolerant, more patient, more open-minded to people, and just develop these amazing relationships, not as equally amazing as they are portrayed in video games, more specifically in RPGs, but hey, something similar, right? In other words, RPGs have helped me become a better person. So yeah, playing RPGs has made a very strong positive impact in my life. The gameplay mechanics in most video games have helped me understand certain things in life, like get a better picture of things, different perspectives. Now approach the issue through certain paths, for so to say. That's what RPGs have done for me, and that's how they have influenced my life. I could go on and on with more examples, but I will just be dragging on. So now it's your turn to answer: how have RPGs influenced your life, or have they even influenced your life? Because there's also people, art, any sort of art, music, video games, books, movies, they always influence our lives, whether we like it or not. But to some people, these influences are in a bigger aspect, and to some others on a smaller aspect. Some people just don't let any sort of art affect their lives, but they do get affected, because it's only natural that we take some things out of this movie or this book or this whatever into our personal lives. It happens, it's a reality. And well, I am glad to say that I haven't allowed RPGs or other sorts of arts affect greatly my life, but they have influenced more or less my way of thinking, my philosophy in life, and everything else. Alright guys, so now it's your turn before this place gets any darker right now. The sun went off. Anyway, it's your turn. Have RPGs influenced your life? And if so, in what way? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. See you next time.